Welcome everyone, I'm here with the interview with Bwipo, top laner of Enigma. You just won with the Gangplank, so how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I've been playing only tanks for the entire LAN, so finally getting my hands on that Gangplank is amazing. And the fact that I did well, so good. It's so good. I'm so happy. Holy shit. It's so good.
So what actually made you play the Gangplank? Because there were like a couple things open, of course, but you went for the Gangplank.
Alright, so we were considering playing Darius, a standard tank to just mirror the Poppy matchup. And then suddenly I'm like, whoa, Gangplank's still open, I guess. And then our coach just went like, go. Just pick it, just go. It's so good against their comp. It's not that good in our comp, but just pick it. And he just called it, and we just did it. We went for it. We had one game. We still had 2 games to lose, so we're like, we can at least try. We did it, and I'm really happy we did, because we performed. It was great.
So there was a lot of preparation coming in here onto ECV, of course. So a lot of scrims, I would suppose. So how did you get to go to work? How much did you train? What did you specifically train? And did you have like specific comps as well for ECV?
Absolutely. So the main comp we went for, or we wanted, was the Silver Lysandra comp, and that worked in the first best of 3 we played against them. But obviously, they caught on, right? Because we crushed them fairly. Well, we wouldn't really say crushed them, but we had a really easy game. It was smooth, good, consistent. So they started banning that. So that's what Silver Lysandra got banned. So we were, we still knew what we wanted. For example, Graves is something we practiced a lot in jungle, which we normally would put top lane. So they never expected it to go into the jungle. So that was a big part of our comp. And then for top lane, well, honestly, the only thing I really practiced was not dying. Literally the only thing. And then we just made sure we had Maokai, make sure we were good on the Maokai, make sure we were good on basically only tanks. I never actually got to scrim with Gangplank or Graves or Darius. Basically anything. Like literally for the last 2 weeks, I don't think I've touched those champions. So it's a big surprise that I went off on Gangplank, because we really didn't practice it that much.
So how does it then feel to go onto like your comfort pick, which is kind of your uncomfort at that moment? Yeah. Like do you still pick it up, or are you like a little bit rusty? Like how is your mindset in such a game?
Well, I'm just thinking, from Champ Select and what's been drilled into me, which I didn't have in the past, is, well, as long as we outscale them, we're going to win. So I just made sure I wasn't going to die. And if I died, it meant it was 100% worth it. So, for example, I only made one mistake and I died, and that was a mistake. And I immediately felt bad because the game was pretty close to that point. But as we went on, we got really good fights in. We made great use of the Gangplank ult, great use of everything. And it was just, it really showed that the Gangplank pick was worth it. And I'm really happy that I got to go off on it. My barrels were decent, there was a few moments where I couldn't land them anymore. I got a bit, disappointed, but then at some point, they just started going off again. So, just picking it like that was pretty risky. But in the end, I started to get back into it, landing those barrels, and that's just when Gangplank goes off.
And how does it actually feel to take the title away from ECV, of course, being a big rival? How does that feel?
It feels absolutely amazing. It feels great, right? Because personally, I'm somebody that's really confident. And no offense to anybody that plays top lane, but if I'm gonna be laning against you, you better be sure I'm gonna at least talk shit in Champ Select, at least.
At least just a little bit. So is there also like a lot of internal banter in Champ Select in the comps?
Yeah, usually. Our support also loves to banter about the enemy support. He loves to BM them as well. So it's always nice Champ Select. We always have fun. But obviously we focus on making sure we get the right picks, the good comps and all that stuff. Then the banner comes after, but I think it's fine. I think it's good. Helps bond the team together, and just, it's a great feeling, really.
Very good, very good. So you take the title away, first place here. So do you have any further plans? What's about to come? Are you going internationally as well with this Benelux team? Because Enigma has 2 teams, of course. Yeah. So how does that competition go between you two? Any plans in the future?
So our idea is both teams, so Enigma has 2 teams right now, our idea is to both go to Challenger Series. So we're just scrimming all day, going to LANs, getting that experience done, and then as the next Challenger, the spring split comes down, we're going to try and qualify. Both teams are going to try to qualify for the Challenger Series. Right now, we're the better team, so it's a great confidence boost, because out of the 2 Enigma teams, we 3-0 them most of the time. Obviously, no offense to the other team, they're also practicing a lot, and honestly, I feel like they can be really good too. But they need to find their, their drive. But up until then, I'm really happy with the team I'm on still. Just a great atmosphere. I feel like we can make it really far in Challenger Series if we do get those comps.
So you guys going to celebrate after, or are you diving straight into practice?
Maybe one day break and then immediately just scrim, 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 and scrim.
You got any idea when Challenger Series hits?
Honestly, I don't know. That's pretty embarrassing to say. I probably should know, but I have no idea.
Well, it's also right. They're a little bit unclear about that at times.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like when it hits, I'm gonna make sure I'm prepared. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna show up again. And well, there better be some Gangplank bands.
Do you have any final words for this interview?
I'd like to thank the sponsors. We don't really have sponsors right now, but I'd like to thank Enigma to give me the opportunity again to play here. I'm really happy with the team I'm on. Great atmosphere again. It's just, I'm really happy I got to play on this team and none other.
And do you have any social media where people can hit you up?
I don't really. You can go onto my stream, I guess. I don't really have any. I'm not really a social media guy. I guess you could say I'm a nerd.
Yeah, go ahead. What's your Twitch link?
Yeah, twitch.tv/Bwipo LOL. Just lol. It's right behind it. I don't stream that often anymore because there's no solo queue. Dynamic queue is a bit boosted, but.
Riot, please.
Riot, please. Literally, Riot, please. Give me solo queue so I can spam solo queue, stream again, give people tips again, because that's also something I love doing. When I do stream, I talk a lot. So if you want to improve on top lane, by all means, hit that follow button.
Okay, thank you, Bwipo, for giving us the interview. It was a pleasure to interview, and again, congratulations on the title.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure as well.
And also thank you guys for watching. You can hit us up on GamersHub EU TV on the YouTube, Facebook and Twitter, both GamersHub EU. My name was Gevous, and I will see you for more coverage on the interwebs.